Welcome everyone. This is an artistic sort of artsy game which is known for 1 being very slow, 2 having no gameplay, and 3 basically focusing on just walking around an island and exploring, known as Dear Esther. Now, Dear Esther. However the case, I have never played it. I haven't spoiled myself for it. I didn't play the original mod. Whatever the case, this will be a blind experience, and as I said, even though I'm not expecting much of a turnaround for this episode, it should still be a fun occurrence, right? Right. Now, there's not really much else to say besides let's get started right into it. We're gonna have to see what type of story this game's gonna present us. I hear this is supposed to be a narrator, so I'm gonna let him talk when he talks. I hope he has a funny accent. Let's go. The lighthouse, the boy, the caves, the beacon. Oh, just spoil all the game's locations for me, won't you, game? Of course, I'm gonna start off in the only one that we have, which is the lighthouse. I guess it's kind of nice that they let you get to choose where you want to start off from, though, because, I mean, I hear the game's supposed to be slow, so, yeah. The lighthouse. Play this chapter? Yes. And a very elegant loading screen as we watch little gray beads turn into what might be a pinkish red color. Just a tint. Are we, like, filling up the meter of love? I don't know what to say. Loading screens also sometimes might make lost signals for some of you guys, so I apologize for that ahead of time.
Dear Esther, I've lost track of how long I've been here, and how many visits I have made overall. Certainly the landmarks are now so familiar to me that I have to remind myself to actually see the forms and shapes in front of me. I could stumble blind across these rocks, the edges of these precipices, without fear of missing my step and plummeting down to sea. Besides, I have always considered that if one is to fall, it is critical to keep one's eyes firmly open.
Wait, are we actually already in the game? Because I was just thinking that was because it looks like the title screen and we're in the game! And yeah, this character just walks slowly. And jumping in water is a possibility. Except he stays below water a bit long. I guess you can actually navigate yourself through water. That's okay though, because I think everyone wants to kind of swim around before they get there, feeding and all that, into the actual land and island story, which we are going to be partaking in. Let's see. How far out can you go? Probably a ways, but the thing is, it's going to take so long to get back there. I can agree with the people who complain this character moves just a bit too slow. It almost feels like a way to extend game time. But then again, maybe the slow pace is to help sort of build up the game's narrative. Oh boy, he just went down himself. I can't get, there we go. Yeah, it looks like if you go past a certain point, he just automatically starts to drown. Oh god. Okay. Keep your head above water, you. No. Yeah. He's not able to swim past a certain place. He starts automatically drowning if we decide to swim out too far. So I'm just gonna swim on right back, except I'm gonna be Mr. Daring and swim out as far as I possibly can go. So he doesn't drown a very sad and pitiful death, which he probably will anyway. I kinda want to get the screen to go half in the water, half not, but so it kinda looks like the water just kinda looks like a big black abyss in this. He's like half in black filter screen. Doesn't really look like water, just looks like a big ball. I think I went out too far. Yeah, probably. Let's see. Go out further than this. He automatically goes down. Yeah. So that means we can't go any further than this. Though, at least on the bright side, they do let you go out to sea. And hey, you! I know you, Yumi. What are you doing in this chat? No, just kidding. It's all good. Now we're gonna swim right out like a goldfish. Yeah. All the same, though, as I said, I'm not expecting much of a turnaround for this actual video series, but I want to try. This character cannot jump. I'm just investigating that. The lighthouse shows quite an interest. Yeah, I know, being distracting you. I mean, that's all good. I was gonna say, though. Let's see. You have to admit, no one seems to take care of this, and what boats come here? This is supposed to be like an abandoned island, and I'm sure there might have been activity in the past as being evident of all these little boats and lighthouses and buildings, even just a radio tower over there, but honestly speaking, no one takes care of the place. It looks like shit. Oh, flashlight. That just came on automatically. I didn't actually do anything. I wonder how the person who modeled this was just feeling, because they honestly put a lot of detail into the crap in that toilet, if I do say so myself. And there's not even a place for anyone to wash their hands at. I don't think there's anything behind that. Is there a sink? No, it doesn't look like a sink. They just got themselves a bucket and a heater. Well, I guess that's one way to enjoy your restroom time. Let's see. Scanning the area. Over here is... Yep, he just took a big dump one day, and... well, look, there's the sink. And he or she took a fucking dump in the sink, too. Why not? Alright, we got old books with no details. We got maps of, it looks like Africa. I don't know what Africa has to do with this island, but it's a possibility that it's something or another to do with this place. Teapots, kettles, and... Okay, this is one of my least favorite things in video games. It's those doors. Like, they have the door frames and everything. There should be a door here, but no, it's just a fucking plank wall, and you're like... And yeah, maybe you went to military school, and that would explain the sink. Possibly, that's a possibility, Yumi. But I hate these doors so much. I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna let that frustrate me. If I ever get to making 3D games, I will never make these doors ever exist, because those are terrible, terrible, terrible things. That just betrays the viewer's expectations. Let's see. Oh, we got something here. HL, Chi-Do-O. Looks like one of those I'm trying to remember what it is. I knew this in school. It's a chain of essentially elements or chemicals to form a compound of some... I don't remember. I know what it is, but I don't. Yeah, headbutting it should work. Whatever the case. Maybe there was another department to this building, because this looks sort of like a housing area. Yep. Don't think there's anything important here, and there is another building structure. Am I crouching? What the hell? When he gets outside... He just, like, crouched down to the ground like whatever the case. Yeah, thank you for that, Yumi. But I was going to say, I could make the stream kilobytes per second go up so that I don't see what you say, like, possibly, I think, 10 seconds after it happens. But it's all good for how it is now. Pipe, valve, lots of paint buckets here. Well, someone just made a mess. Guess we better leave that there. Yeah, the lighthouse doesn't seem to have much of a purpose besides looking pretty. And there seems to be two paths, one across the beach and one leading up that hill. The hill one's probably correct, so I want to take the beach first. Taking the beach stroll. We can even climb onto the rocks until a certain point, because our character has a mentality, or basically I like to call an issue, where they cannot run or jump. And yep, the purpose of this game is to be pretty. It's supposed to look gorgeous and all that. It does look pretty right now. It uses the Portal 2 source engine sort of deal. And it's supposed to also be sort of a story-based game where all you do is walk around, look at pretty stuff, and let a narrator talk to you in his funny accent. But besides that, there's not much of a game going on here. Just essentially, I will call this a walking simulator. Okay, nothing down here in the sand besides lots of mold. Lots and lots of mold. I'm betting that for some reason those rocks will... Maybe I'll be able to walk past it. I'm hoping there's not an invisible wall. Good, there's not an invisible wall, because I hate it when there's just... I mean, there are bullshit excuses in this game of things you can't actually get past, but whatevs. You can't walk in the water, though, which is nice and dandy. Given that the water does honestly look very, very cold, and I'm guessing anyone who was walking in this would chill themselves to death. But whatever, they let you do it, and I'm not complaining. Now we can have a simulator where apparently we're moving slow as molasses. Is that a different route up to the hill I was just looking at? I think so. Is this actually where I was supposed to be going this whole entire time? Because if it is, I'm going to, for no reason, walk back up those stairs. Yeah, and the violins start kicking in, so...
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane.
Narrator's giving us narration.
They fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
He's got a funny accent. Yeah. I wonder, can I jump? Can I jump? Ah! That should have broken my legs! But it didn't. Alright. Let's see. That means that where I came from is right over here. Yeah, I can see the light. Did I really get that far away from the lighthouse? It didn't seem that far away just a moment ago, did it? I mean, do you see... Oh, whatever the case, I guess I will be getting there in a moment, though judging by the fact this character cannot possibly run, jump, or anything, it will probably be as long as 5 minutes. Come here, you beautiful phallic light. No, I mean, we're all good. Let's see, we got the... I like the lighting in the game. The clouds are really well done, and we are going back to that staircase. Come here, staircase, staircase, staircase. Okay, here we... No, you can't climb the wall. Of course. Why? That it would be impossible for anyone to climb. All right, so right back up these hills. Right back up these hills. We're doing something like a goldfish storm dive up these hills. I will have to say though, the Fonnery is very interesting, I guess. Not really interesting as much as it looks like it would be in the Fonnery. I mean, I went to a beach not too long ago, and though it wasn't exactly this depressing, not even close, it does have a good feel for where plant life should be. Do they really want me to jump? Okay, game. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I think I could have made it. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, I could live up here on this rock. No plot progression for me, but nope. We're back on the beach. What else would we do here? Nothing. That's what. And, well, we could have broken his legs. After all, do you see his legs there? I don't see his legs there. There are no legs there. I'm even going around in circles. I am essentially just floating here. Right in space. I am just a conscious being. Yeah, I could be a ghost. Maybe that's the plot twist here. Maybe I'm a ghost. Okay, we're just following the light. Let's see. I didn't notice these earlier. What are these? Cages? I guess they're fishery cages to catch fish in, because I guess that would be more effective than fishing hooks, but kind of weird someone just leaving them out right next to this rock. I mean, I guess you could possibly we'll catch the stupid, it could be crabs, but I was going to say, though, they could catch the stupid fish who just decide, hey, dude, what's up with those boxes over there? I don't know, let's go check them out. Dude, they're past the water. Well, let's jump into them and see what happens. It evidently hasn't been working out too well for them, though, because there's nothing in them. Whatever the case, oh, God. Let's see. I probably shouldn't climb up that hill again, but I want to conquer that mountain. There's this gorge valley thing right over there, but nope, up the gorge, and this time I won't jump off a building because there was another path. This game is going to just get into all my OCD habits because I'm going to be like, must explore everything. You know, I can squeeze right through there, Yumi, no worries. I think I can, but I am tempted. The stairs beckon me. Whenever I see stairs, I have this OCD habit where I must climb them. I must conquer the stairs, because there was a path. Earlier I jumped down here because I was curious if I could, but I saw there was another path going this way. I swear to God, though, if this game keeps on splitting off in different paths that lead to nothing, I'm just going to keep on going up all these useless paths, and then nothing will happen. I'll be like, well, that wasn't really worth it, and then it'll be just
by the week afternoon
story.
He landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay, and climbed the mount. He did not find the cave.
Yes, when we play Resident Evil 6, Yumi, it's going to probably take us 6 hours, because we're going to take like an hour or two just examining the box or something. It'll be a very interesting box,
He stood on
though.
the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend. But then, he didn't have my reasons.
Yep. Yeah, Yumi, who is currently in the chat, because I know if you guys are watching this in the future, you won't know that. But she's commenting that when we play Resident Evil 6, if she's my chosen Resident Evil 6 co-op partner, that we will probably take a lot of time looking at everything because we want to find those BSAA medals.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or a fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
It's good writing, but yeah, this guy is just depressing. I don't exactly... Well, given this place isn't exactly Happysville, but if you could pick flowers, that could brighten up his day. However, though, I feel like I'm going down the right path because there's too much plot narration, so I'm just going to jump. See where I end up. Wish me luck! Woo! That actually killed me, I think.
Come back.
You won't let me die! This game is... Okay. I'm going back down the mountain, then. Going back down the mountain! I'm just going to go down that gorge. There's going to be only like a foot there, and I'll be like... Exploration OCD, exploration OCD, I'm exploration OCD. Let me jump onto that rock. I'm going to be like a rock trick shotter. Or actually, if I go into that big rock and then slide down to that smaller rock, maybe I could make it. Alright. I was going to say, this game doesn't actually have achievements. Most games on Steam does, but this does not. And I was just imagining, what would happen if this game had, like, achievements, like maybe walk 500 miles, Or maybe stare at a rock for 5 minutes. Yeah, those are all possibilities. There's the gorge we were at earlier. Maybe I can jump down there and not die. Oh, God, nope. Oh, boy.
Come back.
Yes, come back. Yep, this game is going to... I'm going to go and try and be the longest time Dear Esther player ever. It's like my goal with the graveyard. I want my playtime to be over 500 hours, and people will be like, how the fuck did this guy play Dear Esther for over 500 hours? And my response is, by walking. What else? Alright, maybe I can jump from this height. Let me jump from this height. Let me jump from this height. Good! Just broke your legs a little bit, but that's okay. After all, they grow back, I think. Let's see. Down that gorge is where we're headed. Walking down the gorge. Just watch. This is going to be like nothing. I'm just going to have wasted all my time trying to get here to this gorge, and then it's going to be like nothing. It's going to be like, oh, look, there's nothing here. If they both go in separate directions, I'm going to be so pissed. Not really pissed, but that means I'm going to have to play the game twice, and I hate doing that because my Explorer OCD. I love it, yet I hate it because it gives you areas to explore, yes. But then when you walk as slow as molasses like I'm doing right now, it makes it take so much time, just leads you to nothing. This probably looks like it's going to be nothing. I probably could have just gone down here. Ooh, actually there's something here. Worth it! Riding in the sand. Worth it! No, just, let's see what this is. We got something that kind of looks like either a symbol in some Chinese, Asian language, or it could be a phone line. See, like a phone line, you have the wire, and the wire goes woo in the sand, and then it splits up. It could also be a computer mouse or a peace symbol. Or it could just be someone was really bored and drew, yeah, crop symbols. Aliens! Aliens! Yeah, crazy alien conspiracy theories and all that. But we can actually go further. How much further will they let me go? I really don't know. Let's find out now. And it looks like... Oh, God. Oh, this is so making my OCD in video game exploring.
I found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans. It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market.
Boy.
It must have washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it.
Wait, is this... This is a dead end. Who would have thunk? You see, you think you could climb this. Because, I mean, honestly speaking, while it might be a bit slippery and dangerous, it's possible. But, nope, you can't climb it. So, I was riding going down this path second first, because I say second first because I didn't go down it first because I thought this might be the right path, but it was the wrong path. Yep, we all know that this guy has broken every single bone in his body. Just for the sake of science. Let's see, I wonder if I can swim back to the shore over here. It'll be more interesting than taking the same path, at least. Can I use the water? Because he was talking about a shipwreckage, but I don't see a ship anywhere. I mean, do you see a ship anywhere? Because I sure don't. Alright. He could have everything wrong with him in the book, and we wouldn't know. Maybe this guy has cancer. Maybe that's why he came to this desolate place. He's like, I want to experience the last moments of my life at a nice tropical beach. And he comes to a beach. It's not exactly tropical, but it'll settle or do. Maybe it'll be poetic to his mind and soul. Let's see, can I swim around this cavern? I bet they won't let me. Will they let me? Will they let me? Water drowning. Oh, I'm going to fight the power of water. And nope. Oh, okay. So, oh, God, no. They're not going to let me. They're not going to let me. Maybe if I go around this rock, though. And there's going to be an invisible wall here. There's an invisible wall there. Nope, I need to go through the pretty gorge because the pretty gorge is the only right way. Maybe you're right. Plot twist. Our character is a spaceship. Brum, brum, brum. I abduct people with my mind. Alright. We got rocks. And guess what's on those rocks? More rocks. Hey, guess what's growing on that rocks? Moss. Because that is very interesting to comment on. I'm pretty sure everyone here, take in the moss. Yes, mind bullets, Yumi. That is exactly what I'm projecting into all the people I hostage. Mind bullets. Doesn't need any explanation, just mind bullets. And everyone knows what you mean, too. Just by the word mind bullets. And the concept that I'm a spaceship to abduct people. Mind bullets are the obvious answer. I wish I could just jump and walk in that thing, but nope. I can't jump. I am just... Oh, look, flowers. 2D flowers, to be exact. Alright, let's see. Floating up these stairs. floating, because again, I have no legs. Let's see, turn around the bend, and now we're going to go where we're going in the first place, which is where we were supposed to go, but I didn't want to go because I wanted to go down and explore the other place, and the other place wasn't where I was supposed to go, but I'm happy I went there, so I know what's down there, so my curiosity is finished. Also, he said more dialogue, which was all pretty and all that. To be honest, lots of the storyline is going right by me, but that's A-okay. Your mom wants to play Guitar Hero, Yumi? That is a very random request, but that, okay. I guess Guitar Hero is loved amongst many guitar enthusiasts, even if it's nothing like a guitar. Let's see. Swimming like a goldfish. Because I mean, I'm just imagining our hero like doing this little thing with his head going up and down, maybe swinging his arms in like a tidal wave motion, not a tidal wave, but just a wave motion when he's doing this. It's a funny visual in my head, but I have no idea what this character even looks like. My visual of him is a very classy man, but that's only because the narrator is classy. The narrator isn't specifically us, it's just a narrator. Maybe we're crazy and the narrator is us or isn't us or something. And she'll be back. Yep. But all the same, it looks like we have something that resembles pillars over there. And a place that we probably don't want to jump down. We've already resulted that this game's win conditions is hold forward to get moved, so... And look! Oh no, you're really gonna do it. Oh, fuck this game. There's a nice looking rock here, and of course, what's there? There's two different paths. Two different paths that my OCD is gonna make me take both paths on, or maybe I can just walk in between them. Maybe no, wait,
we are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
You have to wonder if he goes to parties with that conversation sort of lingo. It's very elegant and very easy to lose yourself into because he's got a nice voice to accompany it. It's just at the same time, it's all going right by me. Probably if I was paying closer attention to it, it would make more sense to me. Because if you haven't noticed, I speak in a semi-proper way as well. Semi-proper, it's not fully proper. But I'm just not paying close enough attention because I'm more
Dear
like...
Esther,
or you can talk more.
I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Music's getting creepy. Why is music getting creepy? Do you hear that? It sounds like some... Now it's going away. It was like some static and there was some whispering and... What was up with that? Okay. I'm pretty sure this isn't where they want me to go, but that's the exact reason why I'm going down it. Let's see, if we explore every single nook and cranny in the... Are these... That's one thing. This game has good... Don't get me wrong, it's got good visuals, especially considering it's a small indie game, but then look at the plants. Look, I'm dancing with tulips or whatever this is. Dancing with the tulips. I can probably walk right through it too. And then, see, it's just a 2D plant. And it's strange how it moves when you look at it. In fact, I think all the plants do that. Look, all the plants move based on my position. They're all dancing for me. Dance, my plants, dance! Okay, I think we're good on that front. Excuse me, Mr. Dancing Plants, who parked right out of the way right when I need you to. This is a very nice creek. I'm surprised they make all these dead ends, because this game has a lot of dead ends. I'm sort of realizing this as I go. But I'm surprised how long they let you go down these dead end paths. This was obviously not the right way. At least I really hope it's not the right way, or else I'm going to have to go back that way all over again. Because I need to explore everything. Must explore every nook and cranny. No, but on the bright side, there are what appears to be another symbol. What is up with these symbols? Are there more symbols on these rocks than I can see? Actually, there's a journal there. Could I possibly read the journal? Wait, I didn't... Okay, I get it. I didn't actually realize that if you hold down the mouse button, you zoom in to look at stuff. There is actually something about chemistry here. Now, let's take a guess at the story for a second, because I'm going in blind once again. In the lighthouse, there was an organic chemistry model there, and here we have a book about chemistry, which means there's obviously something going on here. In fact, here's another one. Here's another one of those chemistry markers. Why are people playing chemistry on the beach? I don't know. Is this actually the right path, though? Or is it the wrong path? Or does this game just have branching paths? Because that looks like it'd be the right way. Well, I'm afraid if I turn back now, I'm going to find out this was not the right path, and then I'm just going to feel stupid, or maybe this is the right path, or maybe... I don't even know. Just walking down this trail. This is really... Wait, is it dead? No, it's not a dead end. As you see, if you... That is a weird effect. The wind's getting tougher as we walk down this trail, watching plants. Those plants don't actually dance, though they are still 2D. I'm not sure if I want to go down there yet. Oh boy. Are you really telling me this is actually the right way? I'm just facepalming myself here. Because if I go down there, there's no way I could get back up. And I was thinking that the giant cave and the ship over there was probably the right way, because it was the area that had more intrigue. But so far, this game seems to do the opposite of what I'm expecting it to do. Like, the paths I think are the right paths are actually the wrong paths, and the paths I think are the wrong paths are actually the right paths, and just like a huge labyrinth where all I can do is walk, watch plants dance with me, and rock, rockety rocks. I guess I'll walk across the stream this time, though, because, see, there's like a stream path. I wonder if I can actually climb this. Can I? Yeah, so far I'm doing it. We're going someplace. Don't exactly know where. Oh, wait, is there an invisible wall here? Is this where they're going to make me end my journey? Yep, they're going to make me end my journey here. Looks like we're actually going someplace with this. Can I not walk around this way? Wait. No, never mind. Yeah, they're going to make me stop here. Maybe. Yes, I overcame it. But can I keep on overcoming this? Can I keep on? Nope, never mind. They definitely have an invisible wall there. Alright, invisible wall goodness. I mean, what game doesn't have great invisible walls? On the bright side, the invisible walls are a bit more believable in this game. And I use that kind of loosely, unfortunately. But still, you know, looks pretty at least. I guess we're just going to have to follow the regular stream path and not climb up a mountain to find our way there. And the worst part is knowing I'm going to have to come this way again. Oh, fun times, oh game. My imagination is getting the best of me because I was imagining that rock as a very silly face. Alright. Last time we did take that road, so I guess this time we get to have it from a whole new angle. Or we could walk backwards. Though we're going to see that in just a moment, so there's really no reason to. Is our goal ultimately to get to that radio tower? I don't actually know what this game's goal is. And was there actually a path there, which I didn't notice? Okay, game, I'll take this path. Did I take this path before, actually? My memory is escaping me. It's an option. I mean, this game has quite a few different paths, which is all because this game, all you really do is explore. I want more games to have exploration, but not sort of this slow-paced, empty exploration where I guess all we're doing is looking at pretty things. Now, not looking at... I mean, looking at pretty things is very pretty, but it doesn't really have that satisfaction that exploring and finding mysterious new locations has. Is that the same lighthouse that we started next to? I'm going to see if we can swim over to that boat now. There is a path here that we weren't taking earlier, which leads to the cave, which I'm guessing if I had... Yeah, this is where I was earlier. Earlier I didn't explore this cave or that boat, so I'm hoping that there will be some more endeavors that we can explore here. Hopefully it's something that's worth my time coming all the way back here, and not another alternate path. Before I explore the cave, though, I'm actually going to go out of my way to see if I can look at that. Nope, never mind. Not gonna, or will they? I'm hoping they'll let me swim over to that boat. That boat looks exciting. Alright, take me to the boat. I'm afraid they're going to make me drown when they go around that rock. 'Cause, I mean, you want to explore that boat too, right? It looks very interesting. Please let me swim over to it and do nothing, because, oh, it looks like I actually might be able to make it. Wait, no. No game, no game, no, 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 no. No, never mind. They're not gonna let me make it. They're not gonna make me swim to it. They're going to drown me before I can explore that boat, which makes no sense in the grand scheme of things. Because to be honest, this guy can stay in water as long as he wants, but get to a certain point and you can no longer go. And I guess that's just how it rolls. Now look, that does look like the right way, but then over there it looked like it was the right way too. But this way looks more like the right way, so I don't know what this game wants me to do. I guess I'm going to these caves, and maybe if I had just gone down, maybe I would just ended up back at the beach.
I would leave you presents outside your retreat in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I'd run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
Alright, we got more chemistry going on there. Now with more of a tree life mass ordeal. Did I see a rock fall from the sky, or is that water? Yeah, I think it was just water. It kind of looked like a rock when it was going right by my face really closely. Alright, we got more of these weird tree drawings. Someone, I guess, really enjoyed drawing their trees. Yeah, this does seem like the right way, though, doesn't it? And, of course, they made two different paths. But all of that's on the other path is bats. No, not bats. Just more pictures and drawings of tree stars, I'm going to call them. Tree stars is what they were called in the land before time. Amusing? Possibly. And my flashlight's off. Alright, so I guess this is the right way, but the other way looked like the right way. So is this the wrong way? That's the right way. Which is the wrong way? I don't even know anymore. Wait, no, this is definitely the wrong way, because that's the boat. Huh? Wait, what? Huh? Wait. Huh? What just happened? How? Huh? Give me a second. Let me take a look again. Did the cave somehow circle me around without realizing it? I guess it did. How'd that happen, though? Weird. Whatever the case, I guess this was the right way, and eventually I would have realized that because the path would have led me circle around back to where I just came from and trigger a very pretty musical orchestrated piece. But I'm gonna have to examine my video. How the hell did they make me... Because most of the time I've got a pretty good sense of direction, and I didn't even realize at that point that they were making me do a circle around there. Oh boy. Let's just go. I actually have pretty music to accompany us this time, though. The music has a really nice sort of mysterious elegance to it. It does almost sound like a movie soundtrack, given that this game is a movie. It's not even a movie, really. It's essentially just a world you walk around in. Given there's some movies I've seen that are kind of like that, too, but you don't actually walk around in it, but all the movie really is an exploitation art house film. And
I dreamt I stood in the center of the sun, and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside. My teeth will curl, and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water. Were the livestock still here, I could turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
you should become a poet. Or maybe not, because usually poets aren't actually appreciated in their time. They're only appreciated once they're dead. It's kind of the sad fate of poets. Now, over there is where I'm supposed to go, but over here I think is where I can drop back off the beach. Now, I'm just going to take a what-if moment here for a second. Imagine if you're going down this path, and then you drop down right here, because I know where this is too. This is going to take me back to the beach. And then if I did that, I literally would have to walk all the way back up there, all the way over there, around the caverns, and come all the way back here. And the game would let me do it, apparently, because that would take more time or something. So it'd be more bang for my buck. That's the argument about games that I've never really been that supportive of, the bang for your buck. I do understand the reason behind it, but the thing is, game length can change so much depending on who's actually playing. As you can see by my play style, which I'm doing just right here, my play time right now is going to be a lot longer than some other people's who would just walk down the path and see where it takes them, given that this game probably wouldn't be for them in the first place then. Alright, so we march up right through these hills, and now we're going to drop down to the point of no return, because I knew when I got here earlier this was going to be the right way, because if I drop down here, there's no way to go back, really, which is a suggestion in video game design that this is where you're going, you won't be able to turn back from here, so let's take the plunge. Oop. Oh, yeah, so even the screen fades out. There's going to probably be some no signal things here for a second, because it seems whenever I'm streaming, it goes into loading screens, it loses the signal for a little bit, so that's just what happens, though.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Yeah, they put some really kind of bullshit invincible walls there to make you not glitch your way up there. Not really bullshit, because I understand why, because you just got to an unloadable area, but yeah. Anyways, though, down these paths, and from here, I guess we're entering, if I remember the level select screen correctly, to the mines, or caverns. They're not actually mines, but caverns. Before we get to the caverns, though, looks like we got more beach to explore. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 3 different paths. I'll take this one first. That one is probably the right way, because this one would lead... It would probably lead back to where we came from in real-life sense, so it's probably not where we're actually supposed to be headed, so... Or maybe it's just my weird thought process again, where what I think is the wrong way is actually the right way, which isn't the wrong way, but maybe it is the wrong way, which is actually the right way, so then I think it's the right way, so then I go down the other path, and then it turns out to be the wrong way. I'm gonna stop sort of going around in circles with my conversation with myself there. Is there an island in the distance? Looks like there's a few islands, or maybe those are just big rocks. I was gonna say, it looks like there's some land masses way off in the distance there. On the sea. Also, seems like several boats have crashed here. They really need to get better, like, boat sailors then. Or maybe they should just move the lighthouse from over there to over here. It seems way more useful over here than over there. Is this actually the right way? I don't even know at this point. This could just be a very elaborate wrong way.
All night the boy has kept me lucid. I sat when I was at the very edge of despair, when I thought I would never unlock the secret of the island. I sat at the edge, and I watched the idiot boy blink through the night. He's mute, and he's retarded, and he has no thought in his metal head but to blink each wave and each minute aside until the morning comes and renders him blind as well as deaf-mute. In many ways, we have much in common.
You are incredibly depressing, you know that? That's not even that. Like, I can't even agree with that thought in the slightest. That's just a stupid thought, to be honest. You worded it all nice and pretty, but that's just stupidly depressing, I guess. Let's see now. We just go straight on down this path, which will lead to that boat. I hope I can explore the boat. Can we explore the boat? It'll be a change of pace from exploring mountains and beaches and all that. At the speed of sound. Turn around the corner and see where we pop up. And here we are at Boatsville, where apparently crates have been lodged into the sand. I would imagine that to be incredibly hard to do without time, given it probably has had time, because as you can see, everything looks like it's rusted to all hell and loose, so... Lots of garbage around here. Can I, like, balance on this rope and make my way? Nope, they won't let me do that. Is there another way to get on this boat? I'd love to explore the boat. Don't give me false hope, game. Maybe that crate could lead up there. That crate could lead up there if it's not being blocked by another crate. Thank you, game, for giving me false hope. I guess we can explore the shattered remains of what is this boat graveyard or something like that. There's another boat over there, too. Maybe this one will be the one that I can explore. Maybe I can walk inside this here. Oh, look! Fun! I'm inside a crate. I'm inside a crate. This is so fun. So I'm inside. Yeah, actually, though, it is. It's nice to let you do that, at least. Yeah, they're going to block that one with a crate, too. Why not? That's probably the right way over there, which means I'm going to go this way. And it'll probably be, like, prompted with some dialogue about some depressing shit involving boats sinking or something. It'll happen, too, watch. Or there's going to be a gate in the way. I'll take the wrong way off the gate before... Oh, never mind the... What's even the point of putting a gate there, then? Whatever. Here we go. Boat. Crates. Say your depressing lines, narrator. Or we have...
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Not exactly what I was expecting, but at least you said something. What is up with these weird symbols and rocks and chemistry and all that? Will they let me climb up here? They'll let me see where that leads to, at least. So yeah, as we see, a very cool scene like a boat graveyard just turns out to be another walking down the beach scene as we look at destroyed stuff as we decide to go this way, which will probably lead over to the caverns. Boat graveyard, that way. Where I'm headed, this way.
Our paths are different, so we move right on forward, not looking back.
Let's see, according to my streaming system, I have now been playing this game for 40 minutes. That doesn't really surprise me.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
So I guess someone you cared about was killed by a drunk in a car crash. Because, you know, don't be stupid and don't drink and drive. Can hurt yourself, can hurt others. It just generally is a bad, stupid idea all over. Is that a giant hole? Am I going to that giant hole? I want to go inside a giant hole. But maybe I should wait a second. Before I go over there, let me take a look at this little cottage here. And then there's another cottage. And alright, I will admit, even though I know this game is probably not going to make the most of it, this does intrigue my aesthetic integrity right now. Ah, boy. I should probably head up there, but I kind of want to jump down the hole. Video games would be the only medium that
I've
can...
begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side.
Talk.
The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
I think that's a pasting pastel. At least I hope that's a painting pastel. It could be blood otherwise. Apparently this guy walks around imagining orchestras in his head. If only I had that ability. That would make life a bit more interesting. I mean, I guess you could say that for any type of song, but just so lucid that music is, just walking in your head as you walk around at the pace of a snail. I probably shouldn't jump down that hole, but I'm really tempted to. Can I climb this rock over to this? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Time to see if I can leap down the hole or something. The hole's gonna probably kill me, but then again, I can't die. I've already proven that me jumping down holes and cliffs and all that is just a figment of my imagination because I always black out and wake up back where I was. Apparently this guy has a lot of suicidal thoughts, as you see. Looks pleasant enough. Woo!
Come back.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I think you all knew that was coming too. Where? Oh, I'm right next to the edge of a cliff. Alright, so we've had our fun exploring holes and all that. Or have we? Woo! Yeah, okay, now I'm done. I like how the music vibrates when I do that. The whoa, 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 whoa. The reverb, that's what it's called. Let's see. He probably has some story about this hole if I walk over here anyway. Like, the hole swallowed the blah, 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 blah. That's my impression of him. Let's see. Anything in this route? Doesn't really seem like it. Alright, that means let's walk this way. Maybe he'll start saying something. He probably won't, though. Maybe he said it earlier and I just didn't notice. Because again, my impression of him is the hole that swallowed my blah, 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 blah. He says it in a very elegant, nicely written way, but is it engaging? That, I guess, is up to the viewer's interpretation. Alright. So there's like a red fog that's surrounding that house up there. I've been kind of wondering what that is. Given red fog, that makes me immediately think of a few films I've seen in my past. It could also be the evening clouds, but I don't know. It kind of looks like it isn't exactly the clouds. It looks like there's literally something red and foggy over there. Alright, so I guess we just climb our way up. Yep. This is what I want to spend my day doing. Oh good, I thought the music was going to stop there for a moment. We can look at the pretty beach, though. If we drop down, we'd probably die. Probably go black out and get that reverb effect. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's why it's red and foggy. It's because the radio tower is that way. No, wait, that's just an excuse because the radio tower blinks red, so it wouldn't be red all the time.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jacobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Okay. Here we have another house. Apparently someone, either they built a nice mound of, I can only assume is hopefully that, well, what was it they put in parks and all that? I don't even know what it's called. But we have more of that chemistry, organic chemistry stuff. Did I hear something over here? Must have been the wind, as they would say in a horror film. This isn't actually a horror film. Or it could be, I guess. It'd be a very boring film, though. That's why they turned it into a game. Now let's explore. Well, I use the term game here very loosely. Whatever the case, though, I guess we can explore this building. Look, they even put the paint there this time, so you can make your own alterations to their tree. I'd like to add fanes to that tree. Maybe even wings. It'd be like a fane wing tree. Okay, let's see what's in here.
When the oil lamps ran out, I didn't pick up a torch, but used the moonlight to read by. When I've pulled the last shreds of sense from it, I will throw Donnelly's book from the cliffs, and perhaps myself with it. Maybe it will wash back up through the caves and erupt from the spring when the rain comes, making its return to the hermit's cave. Perhaps it will be back on the table when I wake. I think I may have thrown it into the sea several times before.
Well, this guy is kind of suicidal now, isn't he? Not only that, but he was suggesting that he feels like he's done this before. He seems to know a lot about old things, so I've got my own theories running through my head right now. Not sure if any of them are right or wrong and all that, but I'm starting to get things going through my head. I've been paying close enough attention to him so I get a feel of what he's trying to say, at least lots of the time. Is that a bird? That's a bird. You fly away, Mr. Bird. You're like the first other living thing I've seen, and the bird's disappeared from the world. He was a figment of my imagination, probably. Am I going to enter it from there and eventually exit out from there? It's going to probably happen, too. It's going to probably be nighttime by the time I get out. Because, I mean, the sun can't stay up forever. And the cave seems like a perfect excuse for that. Or maybe more appropriately, what might... Okay. Where... Is there really two paths here? Or is there only one path? I thought they were going to make me go up there, but it looks like maybe the right path is down there. Which means I should probably explore over here first, because I swear I saw another path over here. Or maybe this path is just a dead end. They do have rocks blocking my way, that is one thing. I probably can't climb up here. Nope. Which means they're probably, yep, going to make me go down here. Oh boy, the thrilling excitement of going downhill. That hasn't happened yet, except for when we've suicidally jumped off cliffs, and one time we were going to that cavern with the wrecked ships, and the only other mine I've seen so far. There's a cave entrance over there, but I guess we're actually going down there. Like I didn't think we were going to do. That does look really nice. Oh god, I didn't mean to jump! Oh! But I did jump, and I enjoyed the experience. I'll come back into your arms, narrator. Let's see. Nothing much going on through here. If I may say, that moss on you rock looks fantastic today. And I don't just say that to every rock. Let's see. Barbed wire. What else would you make a fence out of? I mean, there could be children at play here. Barbed wire. Why not? It'll keep them kiddies away.
Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis. It is clearly not how he began, but I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, A drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these paths, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast.
So, yeah, he guessed one of his friends died from a drunkard hitting him while driving. In other words, drunk driving and all that. It seems like maybe there's something else wrong with him. I guess he came to this island before and he's wondering about all the chemical things,
They
chemistry
found
things.
Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
I guess interesting. Am I gonna drown if I try going this way, even though I just want to go back to the beach? Just making my way to the beach. Please don't make me drown, game. Please don't let your weird invisible wall rules make me drown. I'm not swimming out over there. I'm just swimming out back to the beach I came from. Beach, 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 beach. Yeah, okay, doesn't look like they're gonna make me drown from this. Crossing my fingers they don't, or else that is quite a long ways back. There does appear to be a boat over there, though. Just swimming my way right out over here. This totally wouldn't freeze someone's butt right off. Just making my way right through these rocks. I guess I can come out this way. Maybe, yep, well, these rocks maybe let... Yeah, there we go. We made it back to shore, and we honestly didn't miss much. Maybe just some planks, some boards. This is more interesting than what was behind us anyway. And is that a bottle of paint? No, what is that? Spray paint. That would explain quite a few things. It's funny because this could have been the innard of a boat a long time ago. But they put what appears to either be a vast or a power line over there, I guess. Oh boy. Looks like we're finally reaching them caves. Now, honestly, I don't know which way is the right way. The cave?
Climbing down to the caves,
path.
I slipped and fell and injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So this guy already knows he's gonna die. That music was pleasant. That was kind of out of the blue. What do we have here? We have a suitcase full of very 2D clothes. I want your 2D clothes suitcase. We also have various papers, which suggest either someone to sell, and a lot of books even. This either this either suggests that someone took a jump here, that, or someone just decided it'd be a good idea to leave all their stuff laying at the end of this corridor before they went inside the caves, because that is a strategic idea. So our hero has already admitted himself to death, which means that the story really can't end with anything but death. But you know what? Trudge forward. Why not? Let's just enjoy the ride. At least that seems to be his style, because he's realized that his legs are going to break, even though apparently he has no legs. So again, I don't know how he knows that, because he doesn't have any fucking feet. But whatever. Guess we're going into these caves. They're pretty appetizing if this character has his say. Turn your flashlight back on. Like 3, 2, 1. Whoo! This is the part where you turn your flashlight on, like, whoo! You go into a cave, so, whoo! Flashlight. Shoo. Someone lit a candle here, and it stayed lit in these wet caves all this time. It either means I'm delusional, or it means someone came here a little bit before me. And I see a path. Does that mean I jump? Probably the hole is where I'm supposed to go, actually. Yeah, because there's an invisible wall around here. Which means that the only way to go is to jump. Oh boy, this is a smart idea if I've ever seen it. Woo! Yep. Seems we're just gonna have to wait this run right on out. Entering the caves. We should be about halfway done with the game now. They do say this game is about a 2-hour long game. Given that the last areas might be a bit longer, I'm not sure if anyone would have explored as long as I did. Maybe some did longer, given.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Given this is very aesthetically pleasing. For a second I thought there was blood up there, but it's the reflection of candlelight over on the ceiling. The hole that I fell out from is right over there. And you should be happy that these were all on the fucking ceiling and on the ground, or else you would probably be impaled. In fact, given you could have been unlucky and slid out right onto this right here. It'd be a very, very sort of unsharp, kind of blunt thing, but it'd probably kill you from an impact of falling down. Wow, that type of slippery slide height. You better hope that this was, like, soft. Though given that wet sand really isn't that soft when collected together. At least I've always observed that on the beach, so... But maybe, I guess it's, like, softer than cement. Alright, though, I'll have to give the game credit. This is very, very pretty. Like, extremely pretty. I am like, ooh, stalagmites, lighting, water, ooh, crystals, ooh. This is aesthetically very much getting me. I'm like, crystals, lighting, stalagmites. I think those are stalagmites. I remember there's a different name for the rocks that are on the bottom and the top. I can only ever remember the term stalagmites. There's another term, but I'll remember it sometime. The music here is very nice, too. It's really adding to the atmosphere. We got... I know what those are, too. Why does he do that sometimes? Like, he goes down to the ground for a second. I'm going down to the ground right now. Oh, he's lowering his head so he doesn't bunk it on those sharp things. That makes sense. We've even got mushrooms growing here. 2D dancing mushrooms! Dance, my mushrooms! Dance! I'm the Mushroom King! Alright, anyways, we're going to continue right on forward. Okay, that is very strange cease in the rocks there. Let's follow the red lit ways with more 2D dancing mushrooms. Yay. I want to say one thing. They're probably going to make me do a loop around here, so I'm just going to do the loop around.
It was as if someone had taken the car and shaken it like a cocktail. The glove compartment had been opened and emptied with the ashtrays and the boot. It made for a crumpled museum, a shattered exhibition.
How does this guy know so much about the drunk driver? Maybe he was the drunk driver that hit his friend in a coincidence. Anyway, so there's a candle that gives a nice little effect here. I just want to say, I actually love caves. The problem is, usually cave stages in video games are very dull. This is an exception because this looks really pretty, but a lot of cave stages just rely on the dull factors of what are caves, as opposed to the interesting factors, which is one thing which I can appreciate here is that they're really focusing on some of the things that make caves really cool. Given, again, I haven't seen a cave with nearly this many stalagmites and other forms of rocks, but whatever. So that's the way we came, so this means this is the way we're going. I knew this was going to happen too. So duck right on under to come out this way. Ah, this looks beautiful. My appreciation of this area is very much so. In fact, I'm going to take the time to take a Steam screenshot, which I believe is F12. Yep, Steam screenshot achieved! Of course, that's going to go into my very small collection. I guess they really do want me to jump down there. I'm going to see if I can make it over here. I was going to see if I can make my way this way, but seems I got no luck. Seems like I'm jumping. Oop! Nice effect there. How long can I stay underwater before I drown? Guess we're about to find out. I'm a sitting goldfish, I'm a sitting goldfish, I'm a sitting goldfish. This guy can hold his breath for a freaking long time. Drown. 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 Okay. So yeah, this confirms my theory, I think. If this guy literally cannot drown, that means I'm pretty sure he has to be already dead. I mean, think about it. It just makes too much sense with everything. He's all depressing, talking all the time. He knows things from long ago. He knows things that he shouldn't have been around. Like, and also he was saying that he remembers doing this before, and he remembers throwing the book away and it coming back. And here he is. He's fucking Aquaman right now, and he can't die in this. So, pretty sure this guy has to be dead. I mean, honestly, do you know anyone who really, under normal circumstances, could stay underwater for this freaking long and doesn't actually need air? Or maybe the alternative is maybe we are playing as a fishman. It's a possibility. Or, as we were saying earlier, a spaceship. Who knows? But we're probably not human. We can affirm that much. Ah, that's a cool effect. Look at that. It's just like, woo! Woo! Ripple, ripple, ripple! Woo! Yeah. Woo! I love water. This is making me very thirsty. I'll do that later, though. Alright. So we climb up. That's another picture-perfect opportunity. Yeah! Steam screenshots a go-go. Alright, so I guess we just climb our way up here, and we see what looks like, I guess just flowing water. But I was hoping there'd be something to see the source of that light, though. It could just be the light from above. We're not even nearly that close to the surface, so what's causing the flying of lights there? Just appropriate lighting, I guess, because honestly, even though this all looks really pretty, I'm just going to have a suspension of disbelief for a second because, you know, honestly, caves aren't this brightly lit. Let's see.
A stream out to an underwater creek.
So we climb this way. Guess if there's nowhere else to go, might as well go up. And have no idea what's causing that light. Here we go. Oh, is this another place I can jump down? I could possibly, but I'm going to give it a second before I even try. Let's see if I can walk around to that. Honestly speaking, that looks like it's the right way because we've done it before. So I'm going to see if this is actually an area which I can explore otherwise. Actually, no, this is a loop around, isn't it? Yeah, this is a loop around. That's where I came from originally. And then I jumped down. And when I jumped down, I came up. And then I walked up that path. And I came through there. And now I'm back over here. So if I jump down again, I'll just end up back over there. And this route is probably going to make me come out somewhere over there. So I can go up there. That's cool. You're like exploring all the caves. That is some interesting, like, textures there on that rock. Guess we're just climbing our way up this way. Climb, climb, climb. I like how the music here hasn't stopped, though. It really does add to the atmosphere of this place. Given I understand that the first beach areas were supposed to have sort of an isolated feel, and I guess these caves are supposed to have more of a beautiful feel. Time to crash right on down to these mushrooms. Mushroom, 2D dancing mushrooms. And right when I was talking about the music wasn't ending, the music ends. Oh, never mind, it's looping again, it's looping. Yay! If this game has a soundtrack, I'm going to have to go buy that. And give developers more money for essentially giving me a walking simulator. Yay! I'm all good. Let's see.
In my final dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder. The world gone to weed and redemption. He showed me his fever scars, and I mine. Between each shoulder, the nascency of flight.
I don't know which way to go. So much to explore. God damn this. It's probably up there, but I'm going to take the time to explore down here. Ah, the current's taking me this way. Yeah, it's hard to fight the current this way. Yeah, that's a good, nice attention to detail. This is the way that the turret tolls. Though I don't honestly know. Oh, I see. There was crystals that were lining that up earlier, I guess. Given I don't exactly know if crystals promote their own light. I'm not exactly a crystal rock expert. But, whatever the case, I'll buy it for now. Is this like the right way, the wrong way, the right wrong way? There's writing over there. Kind of afraid this does turn out to be the right way. Though I think there's a dead end here. Yeah, it looks like crystals are blocking the way over there. And apparently I'm too fat to fit through this, so that's okay. Guess we glub, glub, glub our way. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go under. No cool water effect, but for some reason he jumps out like a fucking fish. Maybe this guy is a fucking fish man. Get me up there. Look at all the pretty crystals. Take a look at these weird writing. It's almost like a maze. Like you could form your way across from here and just make your way out of this world or this place. Whatever is stronger symbolism for whatever. Okay, so we got cool stalagmites and crystals. We got more caves. And I guess we're walking our way back down this trail of lonely dreams. There's another drawing sign over there. Or maybe it's just glow-in-the-dark paint. Or just even maybe it's just glowing moss, glowing flana. Yeah, it could be Aquaman. This guy could be Aquaman. I mean, this guy, I think he's either has to be a ghost, he has to be some form of spirit, maybe he's a fish or Aquaman, or there's a possibility that Yumi and I were throwing off earlier that maybe this guy is literally a spaceship or an alien. But he could stay underwater for so long. It's like, bruh. Let's see, though. Besides this, I'm guessing if that is the right path over there, but again, I like taking all the wrong paths for the right path, so here we have more of those little fine crystals lined up everywhere, so that probably suggests this whole place was once flooded. That would make sense, but I guess it'd be flooded once again once the tide comes back in. We should just be happy the tide isn't in right now. Nice attention to fog effect details and particle effects there. The sand looks kind of weird, though. Whatever the case, we're not going to pay close enough attention to ruin the immersion there. That looks very similar to that drawing we had on the other side of things, though. And who would have guessed this? This was a dead end. Let's see if this guy can Aquaman his way out of here, too. Come on. He will not do it. Maybe if I get deeper in. Come on. Put yourself in the water to Aquaman your way. Oh, God, the stream. Yeah, there we go. Get me up there or something. Nope, never mind. He's not going to Aqua his man out that way. There's not really much over there anyways. There's just another drawing and all that. You can see that right there. So I guess if I work my way to the shore, we can finally go to where we're supposed to be going, which is up that path right over there. It was the obvious right way, because it was the only way that sort of looked like it was leading somewhere, but we've done our exploration deeds. And for some reason we can't pass that rock, so we'll just go right over here. Okay. I really like the line effects of this game, though. The line effects are probably one of the most impressive parts about this. Alright, so we can finally take the strolling road, which leads right up into there. And that has to be the right way. I mean, there's no other way that we can really turn to, so it's like the only valid option. Guess we twist and turn this way. Ooey gooey stalagmites. I've said this, I don't think I've ever said this in a video, but I say this sometimes where even though people usually love food, but I love more than food is I love liquids. I love things like juice and water and all sorts of beverages, but this place is making me really, really thirsty. I'm just like... Whatever the case, it seems like we can actually burrow our way here into this cave, which, wow, that... I guess it's lined with some sort of mineral. Up there is probably the right way, so... Or can we even climb that way? No, we can't. We can just look up and appreciate the mineralisms. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be growing on the floor, though it seems like one of the more likely places that would actually grow, but yeah.
This is a drowned man's face, reflected in the moonlit waters. It can only be a dead shepherd who has come to drunk drive you home.
This is going to sound incredibly stupid, but him starting to talk again actually made me jump. I'm fucking stupid. I guess I was so immersed in the beautifulness I wasn't expecting him to fucking come in and ruin it. I'm just kidding, it's all good. See, if I bet I could make him stay in this pool of water and he wouldn't drown again, but we're not going to do that because that would take forever. Anyways, I want to take another Steam screenshot of this. Beauty! There we go. Now we can probably just climb on our way. Are we going to be climbing this all the way up? And there is something written over there. I don't exactly know what that is, but I love the water, vibrant effects of lighting on the walls there. Guess we're going back into these caves. More candles, more writing. Actually, I think there's actually some actual writing, not just... Wow, someone got really crazy here. Shepherd. Is that the name that he's been saying a few times? I think that is the name he's been saying a few times. It's kind of written weird, and I probably couldn't pronounce it even if I tried. But now the music's getting all creepy, which is appropriate, because this is kind of creepy. Well, yeah, like Damascus or something like that. That was the name that the guy was bringing up before. And he seems to have... this could have taken forever. I mean, imagine if you had to fucking draw all this, like a pulsating veins up these cave paths. Alright. Well, this is a way to take off the edge of where we are. Let's just make your way back up from Crazy Land. Up from Crazy Land! Up from Crazy Land! Away from being a city. Okay. I didn't ever really dream of being a city, but thank you for those inspiring words. There's something else written here. And it shall be Punyan's help, or Punnis help? Yeah, that is definitely help, I think. Or Punnis keep, or I don't even know. Get better handwriting! Whatever the case, I guess we're going to be climbing up this very graceful green lit. What's even causing the green light? There's like nothing causing this green light. It's just green for the sake of looking pretty. Then again, maybe it's putting on its best face just for me. Of course, the creepy cavern had to stop all the pretty music, and now we just continue on. Better give me more creepy things before you let me get out of this cave. I'm afraid I'm going to turn around and be like the end. Oh, never mind, it's not the end, because I'm actually enjoying these caves quite a bit. More than the previous areas. What is this? Very close up, it looks very... Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, it is 2D. It's very weirdly done 2D, but it looks good in motion, so I guess I can't really complain. They even have the water effect here. Alright, guess we're going under into the water. And it's at this point I maybe would notice that I cannot drown if I stayed here long enough. If I hadn't already noticed. Well, those are some vicious looking plants though. So we're going back under for a little bit because the water looks pretty nice from there. Can we jump down the waterfall? If we can jump down the waterfall, it'll be so cool. Let's see. Waterfall cavern at the end. Yeah, I think we're jumping down the waterfall. It's probably going to be the end of this chapter, though, because it looks like it's the only place I can go. And this game seems to have a nice... oh, God, here I go! Yeah! Oh, what? A city? See a car. What's going on? Okay, I see a gas station, I see street lights, I see a car. Let's go towards the car, because that's obviously, I guess, where we're supposed to be headed towards. Hello, Mr. Car. Let me get in your headlights. Beep, beep. No one should have left you there. I don't exactly know. I apparently have discovered the lost city of Atlantis, which was a lot more modernized than people thought it was. I guess. Here we have red, dark lights. I guess we're just going down the open road. I'm guessing this is honestly probably just him reflecting on the scene of the drunk driver who hit him. I'm guessing this guy was the drunk driver. Because, I mean, doesn't he seem pretty depressing? Doesn't he seem like he'd be the type to get himself drunk and possibly hit someone? He's all, like, pretentious, like, I guess I'm gonna die here. Here we go. Fading back out to black. Bye, car. We realize we really are underwater. Blub 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 blub. That was interesting though. Okay. Guess we found ourselves back into the depths of the cave. And that means, I mean, how deep are we? How are we gonna get out of these caves? Or maybe we're just gonna die in these caves and no one will ever find us.
Untouched by man.
Except for I will make the descent, the climb, up to that glowing light at the end of the tunnel. Let's do this thing. Very slowly, I might add, because our character can't walk. He must be chilled to the bone, though. I mean, he's been just delving himself in the water. He's underground in a very cold cave. It just looks cold in general. Like, the whole world that they've built here is very cold. Very pretty looking, though. The music's kind of getting creepy again. That isn't cave noise. That's, like, creepy ambient. So I guess the chapter's ending. Again, I guess we have to wait. The next area should be the final area, though, so this should be close to the finish. According to the time of streaming, this has been going on for an hour and 15 minutes so far. Am I actually going faster than other people? I don't exactly know how long this game is, but I've heard from various people it's about 2 hours long. It's going to probably give us some narration right now, so we'll let him talk. For some reason, he can't overcome this very simple hurdle. And for some reason, he's not talking either. Guess he really just doesn't have much to say, but we have somehow found our way out of the caves, though we were very deep. They got barrels, they got candles, they even got tents. They've got everything! Those are probably cans of paint, but this guy probably wishes it was a can of beans. I was about to say that's a very pretty moon, but then the music kicks in and makes it even more pretty. Alright, so we're going to be taking the left path first, because the right path is a candle, which signifies it's probably the right way. This probably will be the area that holds our answers.
The moon over the Sanford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him.
Another picture.
All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sanford Junction is too strong.
Here we go, that's a good picture opportunity there. I am just picture crazy right now. Then again, it's made to be a pretty looking game, so I guess if a game like this, yeah, the moon looks really nice, I have to say that. Then again, the moon has always sort of been a symbol for beauty for a lot of people. Even if the dark is what scares a lot of people, the moonlight itself is a very romantic type of thing. I guess a very pretty looking thing? Can I walk on the boardwalk? I probably can. And I can! But where's the boardwalk go to? Probably it's me falling to the river. Yep! Okay, guess we made it though. There's something over there I want to examine though before I go inside those caves. Because as you see, there's a candle over here, and candles are an ultimate guide point.
To the moon.
The music here is very nice too. That's also another thing which I'm examining. I really like the soundtrack to this game, though it's really just sort of if you like the elegant, beautiful type music and the look of flames in the evening. Probably if I go further this way, though, they're going to start making me drown. Yep, it's already happening. It's already happening. So, guess we're just going to swim right back to those caves, I guess. That's the only place I can really see that would probably be useful. Oh, yeah, he still jumps out of water. Yep. You couldn't possibly really jump like that in real life, but this guy can, so I guess he's just better than us. Several different caves here, too. They might just lead to the same cave, but maybe they're different caves. I'm going to take a look at this cave first, though maybe it looks like I can't actually climb that, but... They both were the same cave, actually, just different sides of it. I guess that makes sense. Whenever you hear the screenshot noise, you know what I'm doing. Alright, so here we have what could be graves, or could just be a weird type of fenced-in area. But the way that's arranged, even though I'm pretty sure this is just a fence...
Dear Esther, I find each step harder and heavier. I drag Donnelly's corpse on my back across these rocks, and all I hear are his whispers of guilt, his reminders, his burnt letters, his neatly folded clothes. He tells me I was not drunk at all.
Yep, my theory was correct. He was the drunk guy that hit the other guy. Or... And he's starting to get more panicked and all that. So yeah, this guy is carrying a lot of guilt on his shoulders, apparently. That's all good, though. He's probably already dead, though. God, there's 2 different caves here. There's that cave and that cave. I guess I'll go to this cave first. See if I can get to this cave first. Oh, boy. No, actually, no, I think the rocks are going to block me from coming out. Oh, wait, no. Yep, I made it. I hope this is not the right cave. I hope this is the wrong cave, because then I can go back that direction. But, luckily it looks like it's the wrong cave. What's in here beside all the candles? I wonder if this guy planted all the candles himself, actually, because they say he felt like he was doing this multiple times. We got scissors, alcohol, pain medicine, and a hospital machine. Symbolism, my dear friend, symbolism. Okay. A syringe, I should say, not just a needle. Let's see, which means this other cave, what is inside it? Guess we're about to find out. We have pictures. Pictures of what looks like a crime scene. Yep, it's the car crash we saw underwater. Guess whose theory probably is coming true? Not mine. Just looking around at the purityness. Is this actually the right way, though? Like, where is this leading? Yeah, this is leading me back to where I came from. And there was another cave I didn't explore over there. Oh, boy. I'll keep on going down this path, unless, of course, it looks like it's going to make me turn back around again. I mean, is there, like, is this a dead end? Is this a path that's actually leading me to where I need to go? Over here, we have paint. Just a shrine to paint, apparently. Why not? Back down here. Actually, I think this is the path that... Yeah, I think this is right back at the beginning with the tent and all that. Is this really... Yep, it took me all the way back. Going back, so I don't accidentally keep on going back. But at least we now know there was this path that we could take in the first place. With hospital equipment. So I guess these are all sort of pieces of clues to his own guilt. We got the paint cans, which I'm guessing he did. We got the hospital equipment, which I'm guessing has to do with the guy he ran over. And then there's pictures of the crime scene, which is what he's also feeling guilty over, so yeah. Alright, so back over the weird fence gravestone. I wish the music would have continued, though, because the music's gone now, and it makes me all sad because it was pretty. However, though, we can't take a dive in this pool. Pool diving. There we go. I'm going to see if I can just take the ocean route here, because I'd rather not tread over the same ground twice. And the moon looks very nice, the water looks very nice, the lighting looks nice, which means I can just swim over this way. Plus, it's shorter than going back through there anyway. Here we go. Almost back to where we were. Actually, we have made our way back to where we were, because we weren't actually over here earlier. Whoever planted this candle should be very happy it hasn't actually drowned yet. Like, well, been swallowed by water yet. And we have another series of 2 different paths to take. I guess I'll take this one first, though. Because that looks like it's a very long way in, while this one looks like it just goes in a little bit so we can see more candles. And with the candles is another picture. There's static around this picture, and it's a picture of a girl. However, the picture looks like it's possibly cracked or something. That's kind of creepy. And over here we have another organic chemistry chart. That is intriguing. And look over up there, you can see the radio thing. I hadn't actually seen that yet. Just flashing off in the distance there. Alright. Down this path, we'll just continue our way, because we're just following the candles, lead us to wherever. And it looks like we're taking stops in caves to see what symbolism lies within them. Show me your symbolism cave. Show me what secrets lurk in your depths. Okay, this time we have lights surrounding tires and pipes and a car door, because we were in a car accident. It's evident already, game. We know what happened. Whatever the case, though, kind of a creepy sound effect to go with that. Then again, maybe they're just leading me to believe I was that person. I guess the game could have a plot twist, which I don't see coming. We'll have to find out.
There were chemical stains on the tarmac. The leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic.
There's something written here, but I can't tell what it is. And he was explaining that there's something to do with chemicals and all that in the air. There's another path that way. To be honest, this is probably the right way. Oh boy. I guess I can come back here, though, if I need to. Okay, more candles. The music's getting all creepy again, and there's something over there in the distance that looks like where I'm supposed to be going, so I'm going to take a drop off here to see what's down here. Creepy music, be my grace, as I continue walking down this very sort of creepy path.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
So he apparently had some former lover named Amanda, and he wrote these letters. These are probably the letters he tried writing to her that he's now turned to boats. He said there was 21 of them. Let's see if they're accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's actually 22 letters. If my counting was correct. I can take one more time. But the letter over there is further out from all the others. So I'm going to swim towards it. And I'm not really expecting much to happen. Oh, yeah, because I'm going to start drowning before I get to it. Oh boy, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I need to get out.
Come back.
Yes, I want to come back, but I'm drowning. And oh boy, oh boy. Alright, that's enough of that. I will count them one more time, though, because I think there was 22, even though it said there was 21. Maybe there's a letter you forgot about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, actually, I think there was 21. I must have just miscounted. Or did I? Whatever the case, the path that we need to take is right there. Which means I'll go around it, and then I can take it right back up from this path. Which will lead me directly back to where I was supposed to be from in the original first place, which is this weird, creepy door in the middle of nowhere, because this path is blocked off by rocks. What else will be blocked off by? By rocks. Okay, there was a staircase to the path that was originally supposed to be taken, but that one seems blocked off as well, which means I guess we're just going down in here. On a sudden night from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. And there's just eggs there. I don't exactly know why there's eggs there, but there's eggs there. Guess we're going out of here, because that's kind of creepy. Where do they want me to go? Am I just going up this path, I guess? Yeah, that path is a different path, actually. I guess our ultimate goal is that radio tower. It kind of looks like there's a path that's leading me up there. Oh boy, so I guess we're making our way up all the way up there. Just climbing to the radio tower. Alright, so it looks like we might stop having caves full of symbolism to explore soon. There was a lot of caves full of symbolism there, but no complaints. I mean, who doesn't enjoy their symbolic caves? I wish I could walk down the path and have caves symbolize different aspects of my life.
When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they resuscitated him by hitting him in the chest with stones gathered by the roadside. He was lifeless for 21 minutes, certainly long enough for the oxygen levels in his brain to have decreased and caused hallucinations and delusions of transcendence. I'm running out of painkillers, and the moon has become almost unbearably bright.
Yep, it's evident he ran over someone or another, and candlelights and unnecessary split paths. So we're just climbing our way up down this mountain, because that's apparently all we can do. Follow the pretty light. The pretty light will give us knowledge of where to go next, because there'll be another pretty light to follow after this one. From the 2D dancing plants. Dance, my 2D plants, dance! Alright, so let's see.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me.
Boy.
I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
I think I can read what this says now. And as he was proceeding, and I can't read the next word, proceeding on his journey, and as he was proceeding on with his journey, alright, I guess we're gonna find out what this actually means in a small bit. We're just making our way still up these mountains. It looks like the radio tower is our ultimate destination. We saw it from the very beginning of the game, so I guess that would make sense. Sort of the, let's see our progress gain there, and there's some more letters here. Why is there an R after, like, it's N-E-D-R? What? To, Pamicus. And the music's getting all dreary, orchestrated, kind of creepy. Let's see what this says. And he... Oh, there's several things written here. And he...
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Yeah. And he was there days in thought, in, I guess, without sight. There's something else written over here, which I didn't take a look at. And neither did he eat. Okay. Eat nor drink. Okay. Picture time. Let's take a step back because that does look very nice from there. The perfect camera angle is from there. There we go, got it. So, the sky is starting to look a bit more bright, or is that just me? Because the sky looked a lot darker and not so red earlier. I didn't really notice when the change happened, but I can see it now. It looks like less cloudy and more sort of reddish. Best way to word it. But we're still making our way to that radio tower. And right on ahead, we see another candlelight, and the music comes back on. Candle, candle. We walk on the candle, and nothing happens. Guess we have a little break here to explore first in this house right on the
Bent
road.
back like a nail, like a hangnail, like a drowning man clung onto the wheel, drunk and spiraled, washed onto the lost shore under a moon as fractured as a shattered wing. We cleave, we are flight and suspended, these wretched painkillers, this form inconstant. I will take flight. I will take flight.
Oh boy. Okay, there's a house or something to enter into from here. And there's a lot of paint over there. Let's see what's inside this house. Literally nothing. Sounds like there was a fire or something, but while there's a candle, it's not really a fire, let's say. Oh, there's another chemistry thing, though they're starting to just put weird symbols instead of actual chemicals. Guess that works. And there's more riding up the hill over here. And it came to pass that as I made my journey, can't read past there right now, I can read and, but I need to get up there to read it. Danger, keep out, fun times. Past that and as you can see, we're getting very far from where we came from. As I made my journey, oh, Canada almost, oh god, I didn't mean to jump, whoop!
Come back.
As I made my journey, I was just thinking it's such a wonderful photo opportunity. Of course, I'm on my suicidal journey. I'm just taking photos. As I made my journey, oh, I'm on the sides. Oh, wow. How did I get on the other side of that staircase? As I made my journey, and what? I can't read that very well. I guess I can take a step back here and hopefully not fall off a cliff. And from night in, I can't read what that says properly from this angle. Fuck me!
Come back.
As I made my journey and was yeah, fuck that. Okay, and noon day, I don't know what it's trying to tell me. Whatever the case, we're almost to the very top of this mountain, which is very close to the radio tower. We have really traveled a long distance. Traveled 500 miles, my friend. Oh, wait, never mind. The riding's still going on. And around about me. And could not see for the floor.
A gull perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking. Old bread and gull bones. Old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink. Old Esther walking with our children. Old Paul as ever. Old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
Alright. Being led by the hand of them. The hand of who? There's a tower up there, I guess right up there. And here we go, more riding. This one's backwards. With me. Were with me. That were with me. That were with me. And it says, came into. That were with me. Came into. Come on, your fat ass can fit up there. There we go. Okay. Damicus, the town that keeps on being brought up. Was it really that special a place? I don't know. I've never been to a place called that, so can't say. We're almost to the radio tower, though. It seems to be the end of our journey. And the clanging of the gates are following us for some reason. It's kind of a cool but kind of creepy effect. It's like literally the gate right behind where we come from.
I am the Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
Yep, this guy's gonna commit suicide, and we all know it's coming too.
Dear Esther,
I can't control it.
I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an Ariel, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Will he jump? Probably. Whee! Yeah, I'm totally ruining a serious moment there. And all the ridings that we have seen climbing up to this lawn mountain trail pass by as they go whee! And there's that big painting we saw earlier. Painting of what? Nothing really, just like a bunch of scribbled lines there. He's even falling in slow motion. And he's gonna hit that rock right there, that's my guess. Oh, never mind, I see a bird's shadow there. And now he's flying! Why not? Works for me. So, yeah, I guess we're at the end here. And we did observe he had no arms, no legs, no body, so maybe he was a bird the whole entire time. That's my personal plot twist. Not the fact that he was a suicidal driver that actually drunkenly ran into someone and killed them in the process and couldn't live with himself for that. No, he was a bird, of course, makes perfect sense. The music's very nice, though. And the graphics are quite pretty, or more so the art direction, because there's a few technicality things, but they pay a lot of attention to detail to things in this. However, though, is he going to fly off to the moon? Seems like we already said it too. Yep, as I said, we aren't Aquaman, Chuckman, we are Superman. It is our destiny. We are every superhero in the universe. We are aliens. We are birds. We are ghosts. We are living. We are dreamers. We are whatever type of weird nonsense this game is trying to throw at me. It's not a bad story, don't get me wrong. Just, this is... Oh, are we going to end it at the last boat? The last boat there? Like the boat that we couldn't reach to before? Yeah, we reached the last boat from the 21 letters they sent out to sea, and it ends off there. Makes sense to me, I guess. Symbolism to the horizon! At the next stop, we should go to Hawaii and make some really dark, grim story about that place. Because everyone thinks Hawaii is all perfect. Okay, but we're going to have to wait for a second here because the credits are going to probably start rolling. I hope they have a pretty song. And I guess it's kind of appropriate that the credits seem to be as slow as this guy walking. Or we can listen to ocean sounds, that works too. Pa. Wait a second. No, I think I know what this game is going to do to me. I think I know what this is. This is the same thing that the Graveyard did. The thing where the screen just stays like this for the whole entire game until I quit the game. That has to be this. This happened previously. There's only been one other game I've played that did this. Well, actually, two other games. And it's the thing where after you finish the game, there's just, in fact, technically the Zelda games do that too, like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. I think Majora's Mask did it too. I don't remember. But I was going to say, though, it's that thing where they have an end card and you sit there and you're wondering what happens next. Will I get back to the title screen? Will I see the credits? But no, there's none of that here. It's just a blank black screen as we listen to the ocean soar right by. Yep, the ending where we just sit here staring at nothing and all that because you think something's about to happen, but then nothing actually happens. So you just sit here like, do I turn off my console? But I want to keep my save file. But again, there was no proper ending. And again, this game has no achievements, so... You know, that could be, if this game did have achievements, that'd be a very amusing achievement right here. Is like, achievements, stay on the black screen of waiting for 10 minutes. Just an achievement for staying here, extending your game time. So anyways, so that was your Esther. Okay, if I can throw some thoughts around about for a second, it was a very pretty looking game. I really love the soundtrack, so when it comes to presentation, this game has a lot going for it. Of course, as anyone who's picking up the game should know, the game isn't really a game. It's more of an interactive walking simulator, as I like to call it. And with it, it was well written, but I would have to say that the writing wasn't particularly engaging. Like, well written, it isn't always engaging, as weird as that might sound. Like, it was, I don't question whoever written this for not having the drawing style and all that, but I quite literally saw the plot twist of everything about this game coming way before it even happened. So, yeah, I guess even without paying too much attention to what he was saying, it's kind of easy to put everything together. It wasn't a very long game, as I said. Right now, my recording time says it took me like an hour 40 minutes. I hear a lot of people say this game is 2 hours, and I thought I went exploring around a lot. And at the same time, it apparently only took me an hour 40 minutes. Dear Esther's speed run, that'd be amusing. But I was going to say, though, besides that, though, I will have to say, though, I did like the second half of the game a lot more than the first half. Because the first half, even though the beaches were all nice, there wasn't really anything there. Those just felt more isolated and empty, like the first two stages. Like the stage where you're just walking around the beach, and then there's two different paths lead nowhere and all that. That looked nice, but besides that, it felt very empty, like not very enjoyable. And the second area was a bit better, but didn't quite stand up either to being a very entertaining experience. It wasn't until I got to the caves that I really started enjoying myself, and that was probably because the caves really went to my aesthetic appeal, and because of that, the caves were a very enjoyable area for me. But then we got to the outside night area, and of course the moon was all beautiful, as well as the trail up to the lighthouse was a very nice touch because it sort of had that climax type feeling, which you would hope a game like this would have if you're just walking the whole entire time. If you're walking the whole entire time, you kind of want to have a climax to your walk, I guess, so you know it's coming, so it's not just a sudden stop. And so they did have a good climax there once you figured out you were climbing to the radio tower, and yep. Is it worth $10? Probably not. In fact, I'd probably buy the soundtrack for $10 more likely than I would buy the game, which is kind of funny to say because the soundtrack technically comes with the game, but I can't listen to that in my free time, now can I? So, I guess it was worth it on the sale price, though. If this type of game interests you, like these artsy art house games I like to call them, then sure, why not? However, though, again, I can't really say too much about it because it was pretty short, it did look pretty, it sounded nice. The story was kind of predictable, unfortunately. But, again, I guess this is a game simply out there to appeal to aesthetics and very nice music. So an experience game, but the thing is, even with that, there's very experienced games out there. It was a very pretty game, though. There aren't very many pretty art house games, as weird as that sounds, because usually art house games are made because, well, because I guess they want to make it, or more so because they want to have more of a foundation to build better games after their art house game, because art house games are usually done as technical experiments. Even Dear Esther here was kind of a technical experiment, because now the game that they're working on is the next Amnesia game, which is Amnesia Machine for Pigs. And because it's Amnesia Machine for Pigs, I guess that they could use their skills they earned here from making Dear Esther to Amnesia, because, I mean, they got the atmosphere, they got the pretty orchestra music, which is apparently going to be in the next Amnesia as well, and of course they got pretty graphics and all that, and I guess they could apply that to a good horror setting, because a horror sort of setting like Amnesia could be the next step of how to use the skills that they probably got from this game into a more foundation of an actual game. Anyways, we're going to stop sharing this black screen and all that. Thank you for watching Dear Esther, and we'll try more live streaming in the future. If you like this, just please say so. If you'd rather things get switched up for the future as well, just say so as well. And adieu. I can't see my mouse to press the stop button, so I better do that Steam tab thing. Yeah, see, they got Steam Overlay, and I need to put these screenshots right there into my Steam library there. So talk to you guys all real soon.